glad you got my message to come on back. Yeah, well, the last topic we talked about, I'm sorry I got a little excited, but sometimes I do that. And you were asking about behavioral engineering, and I know that's maybe not the language they use today. I don't even know, kind of in my own little world half the time. And we have to come up with these terms all the time to go on with our project, and then someone else can relabel them later on. But you were asking me before about some more of the applications, and you know, we talked about in the last one the fact of where this behavioral engineer would be sitting at a screen and looking at it, and then he would get blips on the screen, feedback basically. And in engineering, feedback, like they would create feedback control loops, and they would be open loops, if you will, by feedback. On the ground, I guess it would be considered almost a closed control loop, but anyway, that's a whole other thing. If you're into engineering, you might enjoy that. I don't know. But that goes into control loop theory and everything. But let me talk to you about real quick about another application to this behavioral engineering. But let me talk about real time, and the program that we're working on actually will allow this to happen. And or this is just one application that could be used for that I could foresee it used for. Now, I don't know much about sports. Not into sports. Sorry. I get more excitement watching a flock of geese fly than I do a bunch of guys dressed up in whatever, in helmets and hitting their heads against the wall, whatever, and throwing a canvas thing across. And I do think, though, the line that you see, the imaginary line across, that's pretty cool. How they make that imaginary line appear, that's awesome. But I could foresee in the future that these heightened athletes will get more computerized. Let's say they are. Let's take it in the future. And I would love to create a team where I, basically with my system, I could literally control the whole team on like a tablet, like a Motorola Zoom, if you will. I could basically have my team looking at my team, and if I see a good play, I could literally drag and drop them like documents, like things in a video game, and they would get radio, receiving or instructions, and they would be able to follow this. Now, the whole technology that allows this, basically it's feedback through the system. Now, that's probably not legal. I don't know how much that would be allowed. But let's say we take this to a military. Anything's legal, it seems, in military, as long as you win the game. I mean, that's what they think, I guess. I don't know. But I'm not a military strategist or anything or in that realm. But I could foresee this apply to the military as well. Let's say you've got, F-16s, you've got all these, and maybe they do this now in the military. I don't know, but you could use the system that we're developing to do this. Basically, you have you have the people on the ground, you have this, and someone, basically behavioral engineer, these people in the background are making decisions. Well, rather than instructions going out the normal way, what they would do is they would just drag this F-16 over here, drag this ship over here, put instructions more, like do that, and it would put 4 or 5 more men on the ground there. Basically everything, and to me, I don't know, I guess I would assume that it should be being done like that today. If it's not, I just think we're behind the times then, because basically you're giving instructions. You might as well give instructions through a drag and drop, right? That's the technology that is today. That's in our hands today. We can do it today. That's what we're building. That kind of technology that is able to be applied to that. You could do it. Let's say you have men out in the field. I don't know. You could apply this to so many things. I mean, you could apply this to race car driving. Drag and drop. You see something he doesn't. You got to trust your person that's doing the instructions, obviously, but you always have to do that. You could also do it. Let's say I could just see men in the field. You've got all these men in the field here, and there's a problem over there, and so you drag 2 of them over there, and they instantly get instructions through your PDAs or through headsets or whatever, and basically it takes the communication out. Basically, drag and drop is the communication. I don't know if this makes any sense to you. As a short, I just wanted to expound on behavioral engineering and how we could use it in the future, and how the R3 model allows for this type of interfacing. And if we came together, we could do it tomorrow. Believe me or believe me not.